Welcome to Pro Wrestling with Juice. Today, it's been a while. I know it has. We are on episode 15 of our Road to Glory. This is called My Enemy. The whole premise is based on Remmy Skye, who was attacked at the last episode, kind of left down and out after Wild and Wicked. Who attacked him? Nobody knows. Maybe we'll get answers in tonight's show. But before I get into that, some stuff's been going on. It's been a couple weeks since I've done an episode. Obviously, we've had things going on with birthdays for my daughter. My wife and I just celebrated our 10-year anniversary. So all sorts of, great things going on in my life. We also launched our eBay store, which will have wrestling memorabilia, whether it's action figures. I have a bunch of them that I have to go through and get listed up over there. We'll probably be listing things like wrestling cards that are numbered. For example, this Kevin Nash numbered out of 25, Bailey numbered out of 100. We've got a Tiffany Stratton out of 100. A Miz numbered, a Randy Orton numbered card. So, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, go over and follow ultimate_HSW_collectibles. You can go and support us by purchasing all sorts of, wrestling cards and wrestling figures, rookie cards, some great stuff over there. And some more stuff is going up very, very soon. So would greatly appreciate it. We have a lot of sports stuff. But yeah, anyways, that's enough of the plug. Let's get into this episode. All right, here we are. The My Enemy show is tonight. A couple things came up though. Mellow Flashheart has been offered a cameo role in a popular TV show and will leave to begin filming in 2 months. So that means I can use her in some stuff for the next 2 months, but then I have to write her off for a little bit for filming. I don't know how long she'll be gone. I don't know how long filming a TV show lasts on here. I can't imagine it lasting too long, but maybe a couple months. So I will come up with some way, I think, to write her off. The other thing, somebody had mentioned my merchandise. If I start upgrading it, I will end up making more money from merchandise. So I actually haven't played with this. In fact, I don't think in the previous TEW 16 you had to upgrade. So this is something I'm not familiar with. We're currently Ramshackle 1 out of 10. Upgrading in a rapid fashion would cost 125 per week to give you a 25% of progress. At the next level, you would be getting around 50 cents per fan at live shows and $1 per popularity point per region from mail order. So I think I should do rapid. I could do normal. It costs a little less. It's going to take longer to get to that next spot. So I'm going to do rapid. We'll just do start upgrading. I'm sure that's going to hurt, but let's do that, get to that next level, and see what we can do there. Look at our finances real quick. I just want to see where we're at. We do have 22,000, so we can handle that. I think we're probably going to spend a lot on workers again on this show. I know I've talked about trying to drop the costs back down to around that 5,000 mark, but I don't think I can do that and continue to grow. We're at 18 in the Southwest. We're trying to get to 35 in the Southwest to hit small. So that's the goal. We're obviously a long ways from there. Backstage is doing just fine, same as usual. So nothing crazy there. And I don't think anybody's hurt right now. I mean, LA Star 1 still hurt, but I did forget about that, actually. Luckily, I don't have that him planned for tonight's show. So that's good. So yeah, let's get to the show. Okay, like usual, we are in the Simmons Center. Just LA Star out injured. Let's see if we can do some positive meddling. I'm going to look for similar personality types. Reckless doesn't have a good one. He's intense. Wicked Lester's a party animal, so that might lead to something interesting. Unlikely to achieve. Extremely unlikely. Okay, Blue Dragon and Wicked Lester might actually work. So let's try this one. Being lively and party animal. So let's see how this goes. No effect. So we're going to work on that moving forward. Wicked Lester and Blue Dragon. And see if we can get a positive relationship. And over time, maybe we'll make them friends. Don't you think? I mean, I think that'd be kind of fun. And maybe they can have a nice feud on screen as well. So, all right, let's book the show. In a pre-show bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Darkness Cat defeated Mellow Flashheart in 10:30 by pinfall with a Black Cat moonsault. This got a 20 rating. Darkness Cat had a 25 and Mellow had a 9. Now, I did this because Mellow is a little bit green, and so I'm trying to get her into the ring with people with experience. And that's what we did. So obviously she lost, but we know she's going away here in the next couple months, so I didn't really want to give her a win. So that's where we're at with that. Another pre-show bout that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. The Puerto Rican boys defeated Ben Williams and Chip Martin in 13:56 when Island Boy Apollo pinned Ben Williams with a superplex. It's got a 33 rating. Island Boy Apollo had a 42, Kid San Juan a 39, Chip Martin 16, and Ben Williams 17. Chip Martin was really off his game. I like Chip Martin. I like this render here. I would like to see him, get some momentum going. Obviously, that's not going to happen if I continue to have him lose, but I just got to figure something out for him. I'm gonna put some thought into that moving forward, I think. But 33 rating is not bad for a pre-show match. All right, the show kicks off with Remmy Skye coming out, wanting answers as to who attacked him last week. Then the lights go dark and you see these orange and green strobing lights as Mutant and Babao and Maroi, the Night Terrors, make their way onto the stage. Then from nowhere, Remmy Skye gets attacked by Mutant, who leaves him down. Babao and Maroi start beating up Remmy Skye. This segment got a 44 rating as they walk off, seemingly proud of their work. Does this mean that Mutant attacked Remmy Skye last month? In a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Kenny Calloway defeated Original Sinner in 8:32, when Original Sinner intentionally got disqualified. He just continued an assault when the referee asked him to back up for a moment. He refused, continued to assault Calloway, including choking him until the referee called for the bell because they had no control over this match. It's got a 26 rating. Sinner had a 20. Calloway had a 32. And this match got the crowd hotter. A freestyle segment called Charlie Corner tells Wicked Lester that the cage match will be his doom and tells Lester, get out here right now because I am ready to kick your bleep. It's got a 50 rating and it advanced the storyline. Corner did a good job going off script. So yeah, 50 rating, not bad. We get to the match. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Charlie Corner defeated Wicked Lester in a cage match in 14:03 by pinfall with a corner cutter. Charlie Corner makes defense number 9 of the Road to Glory Internet title. This got a 30 rating. Corner had a 30. Lester had a 33, and it is advanced the storyline. So not bad. 30 rating was pretty good for that. All right. Kurt Glory comes out and is talking about his match with Finlay and says he has beat giants before and he can't wait to put Finlay down. It's got a 78 rating. So, and he did really good with his hot new catchphrase. 78 ratings, pretty good. Hopefully we can turn that into some momentum and some popularity gains there. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Kurt Glory defeated Finlay in 13:24 by submission. Glory makes defense number 5 of the Road to Glory Iron Man X title. It's got a 34 rating. Glory had a 41. Finlay a 28. And this has advanced the Glory versus the Brand storyline. After the match, Juice gets up from the announcer's table, grabs a microphone, staring at Glory, who is walking away, and says, hold up. You're not done tonight. So when you go back there, feel free to take a shower if you want to. But you're going to face Hell's Bouncer later on. It's got a 39 rating. In a bout that had great heat and good wrestling, Rich and Famous defeated Smart Dragon in 1324 when Jake Idle pinned Mark Smart with the House Always Wins. Rich and Famous make defense number 4 of the Road to Glory tag team titles. It's got a 50 rating. Jake Idle had a 60. Jackpot Jordan had a 55. Smart 29. And Blue Dragon 30. Foxy LaRue and Lucy Stone McFly both make their entrances for their match. In the ring, they are staring each other down, kind of playing up to the crowd a little bit before the referee is called for the bell. This got a 49 rating as Foxy LaRue did a masterful job of improvising interactions with the crowd. I imagine maybe she slid out of the ring because she didn't want to start the match, gave the crowd, some taunts and stuff. Lucy Stone just kind of stayed in the ring waiting for her. But yeah, 49 rating for these two, so pretty good. In a decent match, Foxy LaRue defeated Lucy Stone McFly in 11:51 by pinfall with a flash head kick, followed by following interference from Bizarro. This got a 42 rating. Foxy had a 43. Lucy Stone McFly had a 28. And this match got the crowd buzzing. So very good match for these two. Love to see that. All right, Remmy Skye is backstage getting medical attention when Swag walks up. And they say, Remmy, we will join you tonight to take on your enemies, Mutant and the Night Terrors. So you can count on us to have your back. This got a 48 rating. Remmy Skye was very poor when trying to improvise dialogue. Papa Swell was very poor as well. 48 rating, still not bad, though. I will take that. We come back out as Kurt Glory is ready for his match with Hell's Bouncer. In a bout that had great heat and decent wrestling, Kurt Glory defeated Hell's Bouncer in 12:33 by submission. Kurt Glory makes defense number 6 of the Road to Glory Iron Man X title. It's got a 37 rating. Glory had a 41. Bouncer had a 31. The storyline did lose some heat, and Glory was off his game. However, these two do have great chemistry. So that is something to note for the future. Might have to run this match back in a couple months. Kurt Glory grabs the microphone and tells Juice that it must be exhausting losing so much. So I tell you what, next month at May the Struggle Within, I hope you bring out your best competitor because I'm going to beat them and I'm going to hang on to this title. Juice just slams his hands on the table, extremely pissed. This got a 65 rating. Kurt Glory benefited from having a hot catchphrase, but Kurt Glory has a gimmick that is getting stale. So we need to fix Glory's gimmick. So needs new gimmick. Got to make a note of that because otherwise I will forget. In a decent match, Joanna Silver defeated Bizarro in 10:41 by pinfall with a timber shiver. Joanna Silver makes defense number 3 of the Road to Glory women's title. This got a 31 rating. Silver had a 33. Bizarro had a 26. And as planned, this match brought the fans back down a little. This has advanced the women's title picture storyline, so that's also good. Freestyle segment. Skye and Swag make their entrances. A very loud and ruckus entrance as Swag is coming out doing their thing, posing and dancing and singing their entrance song. Remmy Skye, though, looks super focused for his match. It's got a 66 rating. Hustle Movement did a masterful job improvising interactions with the crowd. Papa Swell did a masterful job of improvising interactions with the crowd. In a bout that had great heat and good wrestling, Remmy Skye and Swag defeated Nightmare Circle, Babao Moroy, and Mutant in an elimination match when in 12:46, Mutant was eliminated first, then Moroy, then Papa Swell, and finally Babao. It's got a 44 rating. Swell had a 42, Muva 51, Skye 56, Mutant 37, Moroy 42, and Babao 46. Mutant benefited from having a hot new move, and this match got the crowd hotter. Freestyle segment. Skye is celebrating with Swag as Mutant watches on furious. This got a 53 rating. Papa Swell clearly enjoyed having the freedom to go off script and performed well. And that is it. That's the end of the show. The show got a 51. It increased our popularity in one region. We are going to tell Remmy Skye that they are awesome. We are going to tell Hustle Mova that they are awesome. And Papa Swell that they are awesome. Because I think those were probably the best segments, right? Yeah, 66, 65. Down here was Rich and Famous. I could do Rich and Famous instead. We'll do that. We'll do Rich and Famous instead of Swag, because Rich and Famous always does well. So let's make the speech. Remmy Skye was very happy with my speech. Jackpot Jordan seemed pleased, and Jake Idol seemed pleased. So very good. Happy with that. So yeah, let's get to the end of the month. We finished last out of 4. That's disappointing. Our upgrade looks like it's done. Merchandising operation is successfully upgraded to amateur level. No further upgrading will take place unless you request it. So that's good to know. Let's look at our finances. So we made money. We did only spend $4,600, so not bad there. Merchandise went up a little bit. Sponsorship went up. Ticket sales went up. Performance went way up. We haven't had a performance like that since September. So that is our best month since September. So hopefully we can keep that up. Now, through this past month, we did have some issues. Darkness Cat asked for a raise. She wanted to make like $110 or $120 a show. I said that was too much. I gave her a boost up to $75. She's furious at me. So don't know what that means. Don't know if she's going to stick around long or if she's going to end up walking out on me, but she was not real happy about that. Wicked Lester also asked for a raise. I believe I gave him 75% of that. He is now making $155 per show. So there is that as well. Backstage, you can see Darkness Cat has a mildly negative influence now. So that's a bummer. We're going to have to work on that. Size is the same. We have not grown. Medical, nobody is injured anymore. So that is good. We have the Struggle Within in 24 days. Let's look at our merchandise. We are up to a 2. At this level, your merchandise operation consists of little more than a small selection of shirts that are primarily sold at shows during the intermission. The company does not make worker-specific merchandise. Instead, workers are allowed to bring their own merchandise and sell it during intermission. At live shows, you can expect to make an average of around 50 cents per fan. Okay, so upgrading at the next level, you would be getting around $1 per fan at live shows and $3 per popularity point per region. I don't know if that would be worth it. Would that be worth it? So I'm at 18 popularity. Yeah, I don't think that would really be worth it. But I do bring in... Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Not yet. Upgrading in a conservative manner would be 35 per week. And I'm going to leave it alone for now. We're going to hold off. I don't know how quickly I should try to level up my merchandising. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comments, if I should look to up it or not. Because I personally don't actually know. So, yeah, would love your input on that. Let's look at our champions right now. Charlie Corner is our internet champion. It's at 20 prestige. And he's made 9 successful defenses. The Iron Man X title. He's been champ for 139 days, it looks like. Yeah, no, it is 139 days. Wow, 6 title defenses. So he's doing really well there. 27 prestige. That's more than the internet title. Sole Survivor is just Remmy Skye so far. The Women's World Champion is Joanna Silver. She's made 3 successful defenses, and she's currently a 2-time champion, so that's cool. Our World Champion is Remmy Skye. And her prestige is 31 for that title. The current World Champion is Remmy Skye, who is also a 2-time champion. The prestige is up to 35. He's been champ for 223 days and made 7 successful title defenses. So that's pretty good. And then Rich and Famous are also 2-time champions. They've been champions for 139 days and made 4 successful title defenses. And they won it off of swag. So yeah, looks like things are going well though. So yeah, with that, let's look at our creative. Franchise players. So you can see here who our top people are. Foxy LaRue, Rich and Famous, and Swag are our top 5 performers. They're our franchise people. So obviously our tag team champions are here. We don't have our world champion or women's champion here though. So something to think about. Maybe our focus should be the tag team titles or maybe the women's title. Probably not though, because we don't have a good face to balance out Foxy LaRue yet. Next big thing's Mutant, who I'm starting to use a little more. Gary the Entertainer. Hot prospects, Lucy Stone McFly, Mellow Flashheart, Kate Slaughter. So 3 women there. That's good. Gary the Entertainer and Original Sinner. All right, our talkers. Jamie Atherton's the top of the heap here. I should probably let him do some more talking, right? Get him on the mic a little more. That would be interesting. Gary the Entertainer, Long Simmons, Kurt Glory, Foxy LaRue. I've really been focusing mostly on Kurt Glory here. Should probably get the other guys some more talking time. Showstoppers. Obviously, you know what we got here. I'm not sure about Jason Van Pelt, to be honest. I haven't been using him as much as I probably should. He's 33, has good experience. You know, I could start using him more, right? I like the experience. I really appreciate how good he is in the ring. So something I need to think about there. How to use Jason Van Pelt more. Here's our ring generals. Yeah. Who's hot? Remmy Skye is obviously really hot. Been doing really well. Has an insane amount of momentum. Jackpot Jordan has an insane amount. So does Jake Idol. So does Kurt Glory and Charlie Corner. All these guys, insane amounts of momentum. As for people who are not doing so hot, Air Raid Siren is perceived by the fans to be well known. She's a heel at the moment, and her momentum is non-existent, to the point almost having generated an entirely new concept, that of anti-momentum. Wow, fans don't care much about Keira Lee. So yeah, a lot of bad momentum going on there. And then the hidden gems, some interesting people here, of course, you know, whether it's Rafe Sachet, like I always talk about, or Joffy Lane, who I like a lot. So he is somebody who may end up making his way over to Road to Glory, depending on what I can do with some of the guys I need to work off of the roster. So yeah, let's get to the next show. I'm going to do 2 shows in this one. We've got nothing really new to report here. Finances, we're doing really well right now. Sponsorships on par where we need it to be. Merchandise is more, so we are making more money than last time, and that's good. We do have a show tonight, so we're going to get to it. Once again, we are in the Simmons Center. So, backstage incidents. Fury had an incident. But it was a good thing. He basically lifted everybody's mood, so that's good to see. LA Star 1 and Juice was brought before Wrestler's Court, accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab on the shared rental car. The judge, Juice, found him guilty and sentenced him to pay the full cost and reimburse his travel partners. So, okay, that makes sense. And had a small positive impact on LA Star 1. Great. We are going to do some positive meddling. It'll be Wicked Lester and Blue Dragon. No effect. Dang it. Eventually, something good's going to come of that. I promise you. All right. So I'm going to book the show and we'll come back when we're done. All right. The pre-show for The Struggle Within starts with a 4-way tag team match where Extremely Fearless won. Kind of shocking that the Puerto Rican boys didn't win. I did not pick a winner. I sometimes like in these pre-show matches to just see who the road agent picks. So it really should have been the Puerto Rican boys, but that's okay. 31 overall, with the Puerto Rican boys having a 40 and 39. Phil Anders had an 8. Chip Martin 16. So some rough goes there. But yeah, Phil Anders has debuted his Smug Stud gimmick. Has gotten an initial rating of great. So that was a nice little debut. Another pre-show bout, a three-way women's match. Air Raid Siren defeated Mellow Flashheart and Tanya Hamill in 11:17 when Air Raid Siren pinned Mellow Flashheart with a top rope leg drop. This got a 16 rating. Flashheart had a 10, Tanya an 8, and Air Raid Siren a 26. Tanya Hamill debuted her troll gimmick. It has gotten an initial rating of adequate. Another pre-show segment where Gary the Entertainer comes out and entertains the crowd, performing for the children, and it went well. Got a 36. He improvised well throughout the segment. In a pre-show bout that had decent reaction from the crowd, Subpar Wrestling, Hell's Bouncer defeated Long Simmons in 10:22 by pinfall with a damnation drop. It's got a 30 rating. Long Simmons had a 22. Hell's Bouncer had a 31. All right, we kick off the show with Juice in the ring calling out Kurt Glory. As Kurt Glory starts to come out and talk, Bradford, Peveril, and Jamie Atherton come on the ramp on the other side of him. They proceed to tell him that he's trapped. There's nowhere he can go. This segment has all sorts of green here. I'm not even going to read it all, but it's got a 56 rating, and they begin to brawl. And they brawl through the curtain into the back. We then kick off a 3 versus 3 women's match, and about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but Subpar Wrestling, Kate Slaughter, Lucy Stone McFly, and Sabrina Wells defeated Bizarro, Darkness Cat, and Kira Lee in 12:33 when Lucy Stone McFly submitted Darkness Cat with a stone hold. This got a 26 rating. Sabrina Wells had a 34. Lucy Stone McFly, 24. Kate Slaughter, 23. Kira Lee, 27, Darkness Cat, 20, and Bizarro, 28. This match got the crowd hotter. Then we cut backstage where the brand is seen beating down Kurt Glory. This got a 43 rating, and Atherton has a hot catchphrase that he was able to use. 43 rating, not bad. After Kurt Glory gains his bearing, he makes his way out to the ring for his matchup with Bob Casey. In an extremely short match, Kurt Glory still managed to defeat Bob Casey in 5:13 by pinfall. Kurt Glory makes defense number 7 of the Road to Glory Iron Man X title. It's got a 16 rating. Kurt Glory had a 42. Casey had a 19. They have great chemistry, but yeah, Bob Casey's terrible. So, I'm just going to blame him. All right, Rich and Famous come out and they are bragging in the ring about their amazing title run that they've had. When the LA Stars come out, we have a returning member of the LA Stars and the crowd goes wild. This got a 65 rating. LA Stars challenge Rich and Famous for the tag team titles in the main event tonight, to which Rich and Famous happily accept. Jake Idle worked the crowd well. Yeah, it all went really well. 65 rating is amazing. All right, we then have a tag team match in a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling. Swag defeated Cobra and Davis Wayne Newton in 13-14 when Hustle Mova pinned Davis Wayne Newton with a Hustler's Headbutt. It's got a 42 rating. Papa Swell had a 44. Hustle Mova a 54. Davis Wayne Newton 32 and Cobra a 29. And obviously Swag has great chemistry, so that's good. We then cut to Kurt Glory coming out on the stage, grabs a mic and says he wants Bradford Peveril again tonight. This got a 68 rating, and Kurt Glory did a great job benefiting from his hot catchphrase. Peveril then comes out, and about that had great heat and decent wrestling. Kurt Glory defeated Peveril in 12:58 by pinfall. Glory makes defense number 8 of the Road to Glory Iron Man X title. This got a 40 rating. Glory had a 37. Peveril had a 32. Glory was off his game, but this match did get the crowd buzzing. After the match, Jamie Atherton comes out, grabs a microphone, and tells Kurt Glory that he will take the belt next month off of him. So be ready, because the brand is taking that title. 44 rating. Jamie Atherton benefited from having a hot catchphrase. A lot of people have catchphrases right now. Jeez. All right, we then cut to a match. In a bout that had great heat and decent wrestling, Joanna Silver defeated Foxy LaRue in 12:23 by pinfall with a timber shiver. Joanna Silver makes defense number 4 of the Road to Glory Women's World title. It's got a 40 rating. Foxy LaRue had a 46. Silver had a 35. The women's title picture has advanced, and Joanna Silver has a strong connection with the young female demographic who really liked her winning. After the match, Joanna Silver is celebrating in the ring with her title, while Foxy LaRue is seen outside of the ring throwing a temper tantrum. It's got a 53 rating. Foxy LaRue improvised well throughout the segment. The next match. In a decent match, Charlie Corner defeated Finley O'Faraday in 11:48 by pinfall with a corner cutter. Charlie Corner makes defense number 10 of the Road to Glory Internet title. It's got a 31 rating. Charlie Corner had a 35, and Finley had a 28. Remmy Skye is seen walking backstage when Mutant and Hell's Bouncer attack from out of nowhere, leaving Remmy Skye down on the ground in pain. It's got a 42 rating, and the performance of Remmy Skye was good. In a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Jaffe Lane defeated Ajax the Skull Splitter in 10:19 by pinfall with a death spiral. This got a 30 rating. Jaffe Lane had an in-ring performance of 33. Ajax the Skull Splitter had an in-ring performance of 20. Jaffe Lane has debuted his bubbly babyface gimmick. It has got an initial rating of 4. That's not good. Remmy Skye comes out and grabs a microphone and says that he wants Mutant now in this ring. This got a 48 rating. Skye struggled when going off script. Mutant answers the call, comes down to the ring, and in about the head, great heat and good wrestling. Remmy Skye defeated Mutant in 10:31 by pinfall with a skydiver. Remmy Skye makes defense number 8 of the Road to Glory World title. It's got a 52 rating. Skye had a 55. Mutant a 35. And this storyline has advanced with this segment and gained heat. Mutant benefited from having a hot new move. We then cut to Rich and Famous, who are excited that the LA Stars are back and are ready to beat them again. Because they are not rich and famous. This got a 64 rating. Jackpot Jordan was superb working without a script. He had the crowd in the palm of his hand the entire time. In an exceptional match, the LA Stars defeated Rich and Famous in 13:46 when LA Star 1 pinned Jackpot Jordan with a Star Destroyer. The LA Stars win the Road to Glory World Tag Team titles. This got a 54 rating. Jake Idle had a 62. Jordan a 58. Each of the LA Stars a 54. This has advanced the tag team title storyline. Everybody gets tag specialist bonus. They both have good chemistry. So yeah, good match. After the match, the LA Stars are celebrating with their titles, working the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise to their advantage. This got a 56 rating. LA Star 2 struggled when going off script, but a 56 rating, so not bad. Rich and Famous grab microphones and tell the LA Stars that they got lucky and they will pay for that. That got a 65 rating, which is much better, and that is how the show ended. A 56 rating, the show increased our popularity in one region. Now, who do I want to praise? I feel like Rich and Famous make a lot of sense, so I could do that. I will also tell Foxy LaRue because she is doing awesome. I will tell them all that they are awesome. Perfect. Make the speech. Seemed pleased. So very good show. I'm pretty happy with it. We're going to sim to the end of the month and get into the financials and all that good stuff. So Idaho Punisher has an opinion that Extreme Deluxe has poor in-ring psychology. He is probably not worth keeping around. So let's see what Extreme Deluxe's psychology is. It's a 48. Yeah, he doesn't do very well either in matches. He's got experience though. So, I mean, he might be worth keeping around for his experience. I don't know. What do you guys think? His safety's not very good either. He's not very expensive. So I don't know. What do you think about us keeping Extreme Deluxe, or should we cut him as well as the other guys from, Extreme Danger Wrestling? What do you guys think of those guys? There's really only 3 that are decent, and that's Xavier Reckless, Kid San Juan, and Island Boy Apollo, I think. I think Daredevil Arrow's not bad. Yeah, he's okay. I mean, He would be worth keeping around too. So we could keep him around, but maybe we get rid of Extreme Deluxe and Fearless Blue. I mean, Fearless Blue has good psychology too and can sell. Maybe we keep him too. I don't know. Should we get rid of Extreme Deluxe? Let me know in the comments below what you think. He isn't really that great, so I wouldn't be that upset to get rid of him. He doesn't really bring a whole lot to the table here. He's got a wild personality type. He is cheap. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are they worth keeping, or should we get rid of any of these guys? I'd love to know. But yeah, we will get to the end of the month and go from there. All right, so we were last out of 4 in the Southwest Regional Battle. That kind of is expected, I guess, at this point. We need to figure that out soon. Let's see. We are on the first, like I thought. Ooh, tomorrow is Soul Survivor. All right, backstage. Got some rough negative influences here, but still 100%, so I don't need to worry too much. Finances are good. We made $3,218. Our ticket sales were up. Our sponsorship was up by $7. Our merchandise was up by $130 or something like that. So that's good. We did spend a little bit more on workers this month. But yeah, everything else went really well. So I like that. I feel like I should up the merchandise a little bit more. So let's do that. Let's do a rapid. How much would it cost to do that? $250 per week? I think we could do that. Oh, I see. It takes longer than it did before. Maybe we'll just do normal. We'll do normal. We'll get that upgrading again. Our size, still an 18. We haven't gone up in a little bit, so that's a little concerning. Where's production? How are we on production? I guess we're fine. Amateur volunteers, amateur generic is elite. So we could do something to go above them. 500 per month. Could upgrade this. It's free. Once upgraded, your cost would be... Ooh, I don't want to pay that much per show. So no. 500 per show? No. 500 per show. And then music would be free, but it would cost us an additional 500 per show. I could do that. You source local musicians to provide songs for entrance music and videos, offering them the chance of good exposure rather than any big financial rewards. I'll hold off for now. We need to get more money before we worry about that. So creative's still looking the same, it looks like. Nothing's really changed here. Hot prospects, Tanya Hamill has jumped to the top there. 4 women. So we might need to work on pushing the women's division a little bit more. The future is bright for the women's division. Who's hot? That's fine there. Who's not? Okay. Air Raid Siren, she did pick up the win last show, so maybe we need to do some more there. As for Hidden Gems, Joy Rider has jumped into the list. Is she any good? Reputation, Charisma. She has no experience, though. Basics are good. No selling. Athleticism. Relaxed. Daredevil. She might be worth looking at. I've already got her on my watch list. She's not very expensive. So, I don't know. We'll see. As for our champions, we've got our first 3-time champions, and that is the LA Stars. So they are 3-time tag team champions. Remmy Skye, still the world champion with 8 successful defenses. Joanna Silver has 4 successful defenses. Remmy Skye won the Soul Survivor last year. Kurt Glory is on 8 successful defenses of the Iron Man X title. And Charlie Corner's on 10 successful defenses of the Internet title. So there you have it. That is our Road to Glory show. We did 2 episodes, or 2 2 months of booking for this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one being a little bit longer than we've done in the last few shows. Really looking forward to Soul Survivor in our next show. So typically we do that big royal battle royal for that trophy, and then that guarantees a world title shot. Would love to hear who you would like to see winning that in the comments below. Also, what do you think of the LA Stars retaining or regaining the tag team titles, especially on the return of one of its members from injury? Do you think it was too soon, or do you think that was the right move? Rich and Famous are amazing wrestlers. I'm a little concerned they're going to get stolen away at some point. So that's part of why I moved the titles off. But they do so well in the ratings. And I knew the LA Stars would do well in the ratings with them. So that's why I wanted that in my main event. And I just didn't think that having one of the LA Stars return from injury and having them lose that first match back would have been optimal. But, would love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. Also, Swag, being some of my franchise players, and Rich and Famous being franchise players in my top 5, neither of those tag teams have any gold. Where should I go with that? Should I break up Swag so that they can go for singles titles? Should they go for the tag team titles? They are good guys, and the LA Stars are good guys, and Rich and Famous are heels. So I could do a 3-way program with them too. So would love to hear what you guys think about that. The women's division, I think, is getting really interesting. With Foxy LaRue, Lucy Stone McFly, Joanna Silver. Heck, what am I going to do with Darkness Cat? Should I just job her out so that she just wants to leave? Because I could do that. Just have her lose and lose and lose. I mean, she's good. She has good experience. So I could continue to put her in matches with the younger, inexperienced female workers and try to leech some of that off of her. So I don't know. But Soul Survivor's coming up. I need to come up with some plans. I'm going to try and plan out the next few months in game so that I have a plan, because now I'm starting to look at some of the contracts of my guys so I don't use all the super expensive ones, and I'm trying to use them more sparingly. So like on one show, I might use a couple of them. On the next show, I'll use some of the other ones and kind of rotate them in and out. That's why guys like Bull Wrecker and Xavier Reckless haven't been on recently. Xavier is set up as the manager for Extremely Fearless, so I got to remove him from that because he costs $250 a show. So by accident, I've probably used him a couple times. But yeah, so obviously Wicked Lester didn't end up on the last show. But this show, Soul Survivor, will be an expensive show because we have this battle royal. I need my best wrestlers in that battle royal to ensure a very good rating and also ensure that it, ends up being a good show. So, again, would love to hear your thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry it took me 2 weeks to get this one out for you. And, I plan to do another one next week and another one the next week. We're going to get back to our weekly shows. I love doing this. I am enjoying this Road to Glory save. And I hope you guys are still enjoying it as well. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.